Welcome to my channel. Subscribe and enjoy my new stories every day. The letter arrives one morning, unceremoniously slipped beneath my door. It looks like any other envelope, plain, white, almost forgettable, except it has no return address. I would have thrown it away, mistaking it for junk mail, if not for the single word scrawled on the front in a hurried hand, urgent. I tear it open, and as my eyes scan the first sentence, I freeze. Your wife is cheating on you. My mind rejects the words. They don't belong to my life. I laugh bitterly, ready to crumple the letter and toss it, but something makes me pause. If you want proof, go to the coffee shop near your house tomorrow at noon. You'll find her there, with him. My heart stutters. A part of me still thinks it's a joke, some twisted prank. But another part, the part one refused to acknowledge, is unsettled. I shove the letter into my pocket, burying it with my growing unease. I can't stop thinking about it all day, replaying the sentences in my head. It's absurd. Ridiculous, really. Kate wouldn't cheat on me, not after everything we've built together. Right? Yet, there's this gnawing feeling at the pit of my stomach. Over the past few months, something has been off. Kate's been distant, her smile thinner, her affection waning. I've been brushing it off as work stress, but what if there's more? I shake my head. No. It's paranoia. That's all. But by the next day, the doubt is unbearable. I find myself leaving work early, my car turning automatically toward the small cafe Kate frequents. I park a block away, my hands gripping the steering wheel so tightly my knuckles go white. 1,000 reasons why this is a mistake run through my mind. I almost leave, almost. But instead, I get out and walk toward the cafe. The bell jingles as I push the door open, and the familiar smell of fresh coffee fills the air. It's cozy inside, bustling with the usual crowd of students, freelancers, and moms with their kids. And then I see her, Kate, sitting at our favorite corner table. She's not alone. A man leans close to her, his face half hidden by his dark hair. They're talking in hushed tones, but it's not the conversation that sends a bolt of ice through my veins. It's the way he touches her. Lightly at first, his fingers grazing the back of her hand, and then more intimately, as his palm settles on her wrist. Kate doesn't pull away. She leans in closer. My world cracks open. I want to storm in, demand an explanation, make a scene, but instead, I stand frozen, a silent witness to the betrayal unfolding before my eyes. I don't even know how long I stand there, watching them. Seconds. Minutes. Time feels irrelevant. It's all surreal. Then, she laughs, softly, warmly, the kind of laugh she used to share with me, and something inside me snaps. I turn and walk out before I do something I'll regret. My heart is pounding, my breath shallow, like I've just run a marathon. I make it back to my car, hands shaking as I sit behind the wheel. My phone buzzes in my pocket, and for a moment, I think it's her, trying to cover her tracks. But it's not. It's a text from an unknown number. I told you. Now you know. It's him. The man from the cafe. My fists clench around the phone. He sent the letter. He set the trap, and I fell right into it. But why? Why would he expose their affair to me? I don't have to wait long for the answer. She promised she'd leave you for me. But she's too scared. Too comfortable. She'll never do it unless you're out of the picture. So that's it. He wants me to make the first move, to end the marriage so she'll be free for him. I stare at the message, my mind swirling with rage, betrayal, and something darker, something dangerous. The phone buzzes again. You should divorce her. She's been lying to you for months. You deserve better. My jaw tightens as I type back, and you think you deserve her? The reply comes almost immediately. More than you ever will. I throw the phone onto the passenger seat, the words burning into my mind. My hands grip the steering wheel again, but this time it's not out of fear. It's rage. I won't just divorce her. That would be too easy for both of them. No, this needs to hurt. She'll know what betrayal feels like. They both will. The plan forms in my head, dark and clear as day. I'll wait. I'll play the loving husband, unsuspecting, forgiving. But behind the scenes, I'll start laying the groundwork. A quiet revenge that will unravel her life piece by piece, until there's nothing left for her to cling to. Not me, not him, not the life we've built together. She won't see it coming. Neither will he. For now, I drive home. When Kate returns later that evening, she greets me with a soft kiss on the cheek, like nothing has changed. I smile back, pretending everything is as it was. But inside, I'm already tearing it apart. The game has begun. And I intend to win. I stand in front of the mirror the next morning, practicing my smile. It feels wrong, unnatural, too wide, too fake. I try again, forcing the corners of my mouth upward in a way that looks effortless, like nothing has changed. But everything has changed. Kate hums softly in the kitchen, the smell of coffee drifting through the air. I hear her moving about, like it's any other day. And maybe for her, it is. For me, it's the beginning of the end. I walk into the kitchen, still wearing my practiced smile. She looks up and beams at me, that same bright smile I once loved. Now, it feels like a dagger twisting in my chest. "Good morning," she says, pouring 2 cups of coffee. "I made your favorite, French roast." "Thanks," I say, sitting down at the table. I sip the coffee, keeping my face neutral. She leans against the counter, watching me with those soft, brown eyes that once made me feel like the luckiest man alive. "Busy day at work?" she asks. "Yeah, meetings all day," I lie. "There's no way I'm going to work today. I've got other plans." "What about you?" She hesitates, just for a split second, before answering. "The usual. I'll probably meet up with Emily for lunch." Another lie. I know exactly where she'll be. I nod, pretending not to notice. Sounds nice. We sit in silence for a moment, the normalcy of the scene suffocating. I finish my coffee and stand up, grabbing my keys from the counter. "I'll be home late tonight," I say casually. "Don't wait up." "Okay," she replies, giving me a quick kiss on the cheek. It's so automatic, so devoid of meaning, it almost makes me laugh. As I walk out the door, my phone buzzes in my pocket. Another text from the unknown number. Him. "Did you do it yet?" My grip tightens on the phone. I don't respond. Not yet. Instead, I get in my car and drive. But I don't go to work. I head to the bank. Step 1 of the plan: secure the finances. I've spent the entire night thinking this through, mapping out every move. I need to be smart, careful. She can't see it coming. First, I'll drain the joint account. Quietly, without raising suspicion. She won't notice until it's too late. I'll open a separate account, move everything over. It's not stealing, not yet, just a precaution. After all, it's still my money, too. The bank teller doesn't ask too many questions. I make up some story about needing to transfer funds for a business deal. It's amazing how easily people accept lies when you deliver them with confidence. By the time I leave, the first part is done. Kate's comfortable life is starting to unravel, and she doesn't even know it yet. I drive to the cafe, the same one where I saw them yesterday. It's lunchtime now, and as I park across the street, I see her. Kate, sitting at the same table. And, of course, he's there too. My pulse quickens, but I force myself to stay calm. This isn't the time for confrontation. I need to stay in control. I watch them through the window. They're talking, leaning in close. His hand is on her knee now, and she's not pulling away. My stomach churns with a mix of rage and disgust, but I keep my hand steady on the wheel. This isn't the time to lose it. I take out my phone, snapping a picture of them through the glass. It's blurry, but clear enough to show their intimacy. Proof. More than enough for the next phase of the plan. I wait until he leaves, watching as he walks down the street and disappears into a side alley. Then, I step out of the car and head into the cafe. Kate doesn't see me at first. She's still staring at her phone, probably texting him. When she finally looks up, her face goes pale. "Hey," I say casually, sliding into the seat across from her. "John." She stammers, her voice shaky. What are you doing here?" I smile, the one I've been practicing all morning. "I was in the neighborhood. Thought I'd grab a coffee." Her eyes dart around the room, searching for an excuse. I didn't expect to see you. I thought you were at work." "Meetings got cancelled," I lie smoothly. "So, how's lunch with Emily?" Her face flushes, and she stammers, "Oh, Emily, she had to cancel last minute, so I just had lunch alone." I finish for her, my tone innocent but my gaze hard. "Funny, because I could have sworn I saw you with someone." She freezes, her eyes widening in panic. "John, I can explain." "Don't." My voice is low, cold. "Don't insult me by lying any more than you already have." She opens her mouth to speak, but I cut her off. "I know about him. I know everything." Kate's face crumples, her hands trembling as she sets her phone down. "John, please, let me explain." I lean back in the chair, keeping my expression calm, controlled. "Explain what?" "That you've been cheating on me for months. That you've been sneaking around with our neighbor like a coward." Her lip trembles, and for a moment, she looks like she might cry. "But I don't care. Not anymore." "I'm sorry," she whispers, her voice barely audible. It just happened. It just happened." I laugh bitterly. "That's your excuse? That's all you've got?" She looks down at the table, unable to meet my gaze. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." "Yeah, well, it did." My voice is ice now, each word deliberate. "And now you're going to pay for it." She flinches, her eyes snapping up to meet mine. "What do you mean?" I lean in, my voice low and deadly. "You'll see." Without another word, I stand up and walk out, leaving her sitting there, trembling and broken. The first crack in her world has formed, and I'll be the one to shatter it. As I walk back to my car, my phone buzzes again. "Well? Did you talk to her?" I stare at the screen, a slow smile spreading across my face. I text back, "It started." There's no reply, but I don't need one. He thinks he's won, that by exposing the affair, he's pushed me to the edge. But what he doesn't know is that I'm just getting started. I won't just ruin her. I'll ruin them both. I sit in my car outside our house, staring at the front door. The windows are dark, Kate isn't home yet. My heart pounds in my chest as the engine hums softly, the only sound in the otherwise quiet evening. I know where she is. With him. I imagine them tangled together, whispering promises they can never keep. The thought boils in my blood, but I suppress it. Anger, raw and unchecked, won't help me now. No, I need to be cold, calculating. I glance at my phone. No new messages. Not from Kate. Not from him. The silence makes my skin crawl, but I know they'll reach out soon enough. The plan is in motion. Step 2, destroy their trust in each other. I open the glove compartment and pull out the folder I've prepared. Inside are printouts of text messages, photos, and call logs, all neatly organized. Everything I need to set the next phase in motion. I've been collecting evidence for weeks now, ever since I got that first letter. Every time they met, I was there, watching, listening. They had no idea. Kate might have been sneaky, but not sneaky enough. Not for me. I check my watch. It's almost time. Kate should be home any minute now. My fingers tap on the steering wheel as I go over the plan again in my mind. This has to be perfect. A pair of headlights sweeps across the street, and I see Kate's car pulling into the driveway. She steps out, glancing around nervously before heading inside. My chest tightens as I watch her, but I wait a few minutes to give her time to settle in. She has no idea that tonight is the night everything changes. I grab the folder and step out of the car, feeling the cool night air against my skin. The walk to the front door feels longer than it should, my heart pounding with every step. I'm not nervous. This is the thrill of control, of knowing I'm about to turn her world upside down. When I push the door open, I see Kate standing in the kitchen, her back to me. She's holding a wine glass, swirling the red liquid inside. It's something she does when she's thinking, maybe even rehearsing her lies for me. I clear my throat. She jumps, startled. "John! You scared me." I close the door behind me, sliding the lock into place. "Sorry," I say, my voice smooth. "Didn't mean to." She forces a smile, the kind that doesn't reach her eyes. "You're home earlier than I expected." "I wrapped up things early," I reply, watching her carefully. "Figured we should talk." Her fingers tighten around the wine glass. "Talk? About what?" "About us," I say simply, holding up the folder. "And about him." Her face goes pale, and the wine glass slips from her hand, shattering on the kitchen floor. She doesn't move to pick it up. She just stands there, staring at me with wide eyes. "John." I set the folder on the counter and flip it open. The first thing she sees is a picture of her and him, sitting in the cafe together. Her eyes dart to mine, pleading, but I don't let her speak. "Let me make this easy for you," I say, my voice low but calm. "I know about everything. The texts, the calls, the meetings. All of it." She opens her mouth to speak, but I cut her off. "And before you try to deny it, here's the evidence." I spread out the photos and the transcripts of their messages. She stares down at them, her hands trembling. "John, I'm sorry," she whispers. "I didn't mean for this to happen." I laugh, but it's cold and humorless. "Didn't mean for it to happen? How long has this been going on, Kate? 6 months? A year?" Her eyes well up with tears, and she finally bends down, picking up the pieces of the shattered wine glass as if she's trying to avoid the conversation. "It's not what you think," she mutters. "I was confused." "Confused?" I bark, stepping closer. "That's your excuse. You were confused." She's shaking now, but I don't care. I need her to feel what I felt, what I still feel. "I thought we had something real," I say, my voice tight with anger. "But you threw it all away for what?" "For him." Kate wipes at her eyes, her voice barely a whisper. I never wanted to hurt you." "Well, congratulations," I snap. "You did." She tries to approach me, but I take a step back, making it clear there's no going back from this. "I know he's been pressuring you," I say, my voice steady again. "He's the one who wrote me the letter, isn't he?" She blinks in surprise, her mouth opening slightly in shock. What letter?" "The letter that started all of this," I reply, pulling the crumpled piece of paper from my jacket pocket. "The one where he told me to go to the cafe. To watch you. To catch you in the act." Kate's face crumples. No, he wouldn't. He did. I cut her off. And now I'm giving you a choice, Kate. She looks up, confused, her eyes darting between the folder and my face. What do you mean? I'm not the one you need to explain yourself to, I say, my voice dropping to a whisper. He is. I pull out my phone, already cued to dial his number. Her lover's number. The man who thought he could ruin my life and steal my wife without consequence. John, please, Kate pleads, her voice rising in panic. Don't do this. I'm not doing anything, I say, pressing the call button. You are. The phone rings twice before he picks up. Hello. His voice is casual, unaware that his world is about to explode. I hold the phone out to Kate. Tell him. Her face crumples, tears streaming down her cheeks as she takes the phone with shaking hands. I can't, she whispers, looking at me, begging me with her eyes. But I don't waver. Tell him, I repeat, my voice sharp as steel. She holds the phone to her ear, her voice breaking. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. There's silence on the other end, followed by a low, confused, Kate? She sobs, her body trembling as she speaks into the phone. I'm sorry. It's over. I take the phone from her and hang up, the click of the call ending like the final nail in the coffin of her betrayal. I look at her, broken and sobbing, and for the first time, I feel a small sense of satisfaction. This is just the beginning. Without another word, I walk out of the kitchen, leaving her to deal with the mess she's made. She won't know it yet, but tomorrow the bank will inform her that our joint account is empty. The life she's been living, the comfortable, secure life she thought was hers, is already crumbling. I've started pulling the strings, and soon, everything will unravel. For both of them. There's no stopping this now. The plan is set. Everything is in place. All the pieces have been moving exactly as I wanted them to, and now it's time to make the final move. Tonight, everything ends. Kate has no idea what's coming. She's been walking on eggshells around me ever since that call, trying to make things right, but there's no going back. I haven't touched her, haven't kissed her, haven't even looked at her with anything other than cold calculation. She thinks it's about the affair. She thinks this is me, a wounded husband, trying to work through the betrayal. What she doesn't know is that I've already decided. There's no forgiveness. No second chance. She's not my wife anymore. She's just a loose end that needs tying up. I sit in the living room, waiting. My phone buzzes. It's him. Meet me. I know what you're planning. We need to talk. I smile. Of course, he's nervous now. He thought he could outmaneuver me, thought that his little letter would be enough to break us. What he didn't count on was me turning the tables. I reply with a single word. Midnight. I give him the address of the abandoned warehouse on the edge of town. It's perfect. Isolated. Empty. No witnesses. Kate comes into the living room, her face pale, her eyes swollen from crying. She's been like this for days now, and I can't even bring myself to feel pity for her. She chose this. John, she whispers, her voice trembling. Please, can we talk? I glance at her, cold and distant. There's nothing left to say, Kate. You've said everything already. She sinks down onto the couch, her hands shaking. I made a mistake, she says, tears filling her eyes again. I know that now. But I love you. I've always loved you. We can fix this. There's no fixing it, I interrupt, my voice hard. You destroyed everything. Her face crumples, but I don't care. I've played the part of the heartbroken husband long enough. It's time to drop the act. Where are you going? She asks, her voice small as she watches me grab my keys. Out, I say shortly. I have something to take care of. She stands up, her eyes wide with fear. John, please, don't do anything you'll regret. I pause at the door, turning to look at her one last time. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Then I leave. The warehouse is as dark and desolate as I imagined. The air smells of rust and decay, the perfect setting for the final chapter of this twisted game. I park the car and step out, hearing the gravel crunch beneath my boots as I walk toward the building. My heartbeat is steady, my mind clear. Tonight, it all ends. I don't wait long before I hear the sound of another car pulling up. I stay in the shadows as he steps out, looking around nervously. He's exactly what I expected, young, arrogant, and terrified now that the game is out of his control. John, he calls out, his voice shaky. Where are you? I step out from the shadows, watching as he flinches. His face tightens when he sees me, trying to put on a brave front, but I see right through him. You wanted to talk? I ask, my voice calm and steady. He swallows hard, stepping toward me. Look, man, I didn't mean for things to get this far. I never wanted to hurt anyone. You didn't want to hurt anyone. I laugh, the sound bitter and sharp. You sent me that letter. You wanted to blow my life apart. Don't play the victim now. He stops, his hands raised defensively. Okay, fine. But listen, Kate's leaving you, man. You should just let her go. She doesn't love you anymore. You think I don't know that? I snarl, taking a step toward him. You think I didn't figure that out the second I saw you two together? He backs up, eyes widening. Hey, I didn't mean. I cut him off. You think this is about her leaving me? This isn't about her anymore. This is about you. He freezes, and I see the fear in his eyes now, fully realizing what he's up against. I smile. You thought you could take everything from me. You thought you could slip into my life, into my house, into my wife's bed, and I would just roll over. His mouth opens to protest, but I don't give him the chance. I lunge forward, grabbing him by the collar and slamming him against the wall. He gasps, his hands flailing to push me off, but I'm stronger, angrier. My grip tightens, and I watch as the panic floods his face. You ruined everything, I hiss. And now I'm going to ruin you. John, please, he sputters, but I'm done listening. I shove him to the ground, his body crumpling under the force. He scrambles to his feet, desperate, but it's too late. I pull out the folder, the same one I showed Kate, and toss it at his feet. He looks down, confused. What is this? He asks, his voice shaking. Proof, I say simply. Of everything. His face pales as he realizes what he's looking at. Not just evidence of the affair, but of every dirty little secret he thought he could keep hidden. The gambling debts. The embezzlement from his company. His criminal record from years ago that he thought no one knew about. You think I didn't do my homework? I say, my voice mocking. You think I wasn't planning this from the moment I found out about you? He stares at me, terror in his eyes. John. I didn't mean. I'm going to bury you, I whisper, my voice low and cold. And no one will ever find you again. Before he can react, I strike. My fist connects with his jaw, sending him sprawling to the ground. He groans, but I don't stop. I kick him, hard, over and over, until he's coughing blood, barely conscious. I crouch down next to him, my voice calm. By the time I'm done, you'll have nothing. No job. No money. No reputation. You'll be a ghost. He gasps for breath, barely able to speak. Please. I'll leave. I'll disappear. I stand up, looking down at the pathetic, broken man before me. You already have. When I return home, the house is dark and quiet. Kate is waiting for me in the living room, sitting on the couch with her hands clenched in her lap. "What did you do?" she whispers, her voice trembling. I look at her, the woman I once loved, now just a hollow reminder of betrayal. "It's over." She stares at me, eyes wide with fear. "What do you mean?" I sit down across from her, my voice cold and emotionless. "He's gone. And now, so are you." Her breath catches in her throat, and she shakes her head. "John, please." "I don't care anymore, Kate," I say, cutting her off. "I don't love you. I don't hate you. You're nothing to me." Tears spill down her cheeks as she realizes there's no going back. "John, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I stand up, turning away from her. "Pack your things. You're leaving tonight." She sobs, but I don't turn back. I don't care. The betrayal has run its course. I've done what I came to do. There's nothing left for me here. As I walk out the door, I feel nothing. No anger. No sadness. Just emptiness. It's over. And we're both free.